Dad did go to court last week, and our dad actually did release a statement.
Hopefully we get our own house. It doesn't flood in the basement.
But it was really pretty out there. It was nice to kind of get away.
How's your life been? You know, your relationship life? You've been...
Just book all your vacations or any trips well before the wedding takes place.
Yep.
I'm about to tell Paul something that's going to piss him off.
I just want to say one thing, shout out to the Amish.
Can I talk about the Oreos that I saw in y'all's pantry room?
Yes,
the
he
other night?
bought those.
The other day I was down in the city and my truck was dirty as hell. And of course everyone that I see was like, man, it's too bad you don't know a guy with a car wash. Thoughts on the election outcome? Hey y'all, welcome to Meet the McBees. Today we're going to be discussing the latest news, and if you have not seen it on social media, I'm sure it'll come across your feed at some point. We're also going to be talking about Cole and Casey, the baby that's on the way, their new house, and pretty much everything else that's happening on the farm in recent weeks. Guys, new episodes of Meet the McBees drops every Tuesday on YouTube and every other audio podcast listening platform. So saddle up, and let's get down and dirty with it. All right, y'all, it's been an interesting week here at the farm, and I think we're just going to dive right on into it, right? This is something that has really consumed our last week, consumed our social media pages all over the place, no doubt about it. I'm sure y'all have seen it. So let's just come right out and address what a lot of folks are wanting to discuss or talk about. So, yes, our dad did go to court last week and entered a guilty plea on one count of causing a false submission to the crop insurance program. Allegations date back to 2018, 2019 era, which seems like an absolute lifetime ago for our farming operation and how far we've come. And our dad actually did release a statement and wanted us to actually read it on this podcast. I'll let Jesse read his statement. So, Jesse?
Yep, this is word for word his statement. So, I entered a plea agreement to address crop insurance issues with farming operations back in 2018 through 2020. I personally accept responsibility as the buck stops with me. I will always acknowledge a failure in judgment and action, just like I will always celebrate our McBee team when it comes to enjoying success. From our first-generation family farm to all of our other McBee family adventures, we are committed to conducting business the right way. The high standards we satisfy now in 2024 will continue to guide McBee endeavors and projects moving forward.
I agree. It's really the last part of that we want to focus on. It's not, what happened.
The present and the future?
Yeah, it's not what happened. It seems like a lifetime ago, and we're such a different company now, and we're moving.
We got a lot of good things on the way.
We're moving in such a good direction, and, with Casey and I bringing the next generation of McBees into our family,
that's what our focus is on.
That's our focus.
Yeah,
that's
our focus is on taking care of our team members, doing a good job of running our companies, which we do a damn good job of now.
Yeah.
A damn good job of. And focusing on the next generation.
100%.
And I can sit here and say, along with you both, Mom, Braden, everyone in the family, everyone in the companies, that we love and support my dad fully. And soon to be granddad.
Yeah, I promise you, our love and our support, you cannot question it for our dad. No matter what has happened in the past, who he is now and who our company is now, what we've become is something awesome. And we have a lot of great things to look forward to and so much good coming that we're so ready just to get past this. And
that's what we're going to focus on.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to focus on.
Yep. That'll be the only statement we release on it.
Yep.
Obviously, we have a little bit more to get through, but we're focused on the present and future and the people that we have rallying around us. For any of you that have commented, support, anyone that works within our teams, respect and love the hell out of y'all. You mean the world to us. We're going to focus on the positive energy only, not let the detractors or the people that already talk crap on us talk even more crap on us on the internet. We've seen it. We're not immune to it. Sucks, candidly, but we're fine. We're going to move on.
We're going to get through this. Our company is a very good company now, and I'll stand by that. Our guys, our people we have, where we're at right now is the best place we've ever been in. We're going to just keep getting better moving forward. It's going to, and, I'm excited not only for our company, but where our family's going. We're stepping in kind of this next generation of life and next, I get to watch you all become uncles. I get to become a dad. I get to watch Braden become an uncle. Mom and dad become grandma and grandpa. There's a lot of things.
Be cool.
Yeah.
A lot of good things
coming in the next month.
In the next month.
Coming up soon.
You got a due date. When is your due date?
Dude, that's what me and Casey, I don't know if you've seen us when you guys pulled up a little bit ago. We just got done putting together like 25 boxes worth of stuff, of baby stuff.
baby
Oh,
stuff.
trust me,
Dude,
I've seen it. It's been in my garage.
Your
for the
garage is
past
clean
2
now, though. Yeah,
months.
because I'm living in Jesse's basement. So literally,
He makes that sound really bad. My basement isn't that.
His
Like,
basement,
it's a
Jesse's
furnished
basement's
basement.
really nice.
It's
It's not like
not-
a dungeon.
no, it's
No.
not. But it's not like having your own house where you
No,
have your own
it's not.
garage to put stuff into. And, you know,
I'm sure Jesse completely agrees with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get to hear Cole and Casey fight every night. And
Yeah,
yell at each
get to
other.
see
It's
all of
not
their
that
stuff.
bad.
I would say 80% of the stuff
I'm not
in
going to lie.
Jesse's
I
house
feel
is
bad
Cole's.
because Casey here, it's like she's over 8 months pregnant now. So you guys can only understand like how.
It's a quick trigger.
Yeah, quick trigger.
And
And
Cole
which
is very. What's the word I'm looking for?
Triggering?
Yes. He's
I can
very
say I
triggered.
probably make a lot of people mad, so I
Yeah.
understand.
Cole knows how to
but
push
I
the
make
red
her
button.
mad. I feel bad.
And he pushes it every night. I can hear it.
No, she's doing great, you know, for the circumstances and
Yeah.
for where, you know, having to, we moved in with Jesse just because of our house couldn't stop flooding in the basement. So we lived in
Cole
a
and Casey are
farmhouse.
building a new house,
Yeah,
and it's
it's
going to
really-
be done. The goal was to officially have it done before the baby came.
Yeah.
But
I would say Super Bowl now. I'm hoping to have a
Bowl,
Super
first
Bowl
week of
party.
February.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty optimistic, but yeah, we'll go with Super Bowl weekend.
Yes, I'm gonna.
So
have
you're
a
hosting the
Bowl.
Super Bowl
I am,
party.
Yes.
Please be Super
All right.
Bowl weekend. I can't make it
Dude,
much
don't
longer.
act like it's that. You
Jesse's
act
like,
like it's
"Please,
the worst
please."
thing ever, man. It ain't that bad.
You can't even see Jesse's garage floor.
It's better now, isn't it?
I just walk in. I'm like, I ain't looking. Just
I
I
can
got
only
your
imagine.
clutter.
Because
Dude, I got
Allie,
your trash
Allie's a
trailer over
clean
there.
freak.
Yeah, and I am too. Maybe even more so.
Oh,
I just
Well, it's
try to
better now.
ignore it. It is better. Yeah.
Did
I've
you
seen
see it since you
yeah,
got
you can
back?
actually walk in there now. So.
It
Well,
wasn't that bad.
you
I can open
better
up his
you
garage
better make
door.
sure you don't get kicked out of Jesse's because you're not
I'm
coming
not.
to stay with me.
Oh,
He's
I
been through
would
all
never.
of us, so
Yeah, him and Casey have
Dad,
already lived with
you-
me before. They lived with Dad. Now they're on Jesse and Allie.
You don't got anybody left, bud.
Well, hopefully we get our own house that doesn't flood in the basement every other week, and ain't an old farmhouse that has a ton of issues. But that's coming.
It's coming.
It's always a
soon.
work in progress.
Yeah.
Yep. All in due time. Jesse, what about you? You just got back from the honeymoon a couple weeks ago. How was Maui?
It was nice. It was different, a little different than the Midwest.
Yeah.
The weather was amazing. I'm not a beach guy. You guys know that. You guys aren't beach guys
No.
either. You know,
Sand
you get
gets in
sand
places
and
it should not
you
be.
chafe, and
Yeah.
Yep.
you end up having to put baby powder in your crack, and it's
Mhm.
just not a
I
fun
agree.
time. But it was really pretty out there. It was nice to kind of get away from everything, the farm and filming. Honestly,
Yeah.
just kind of relax. And
We had 3 months straight of filming season
Yeah.
2, and that is a job in
That
and of
is a
itself.
lot.
It's fun, and we love it, but it's a lot of work.
it is a
It
lot of
is
work. It's a
a
job for
So,
sure. So it was.
I,
nice
I
to
bet
get
that
away.
was nice to get away, kind of escape reality for a bit, and then
Mhm.
come right back to the farm.
Come right back and
How about
get
you,
thrown in the
Steven?
fire.
How's your life been? You know, your relationship life. You've been
Man,
Busy,
I just been
active,
head
Active.
down, working out,
nose to the grindstone.
nose to the grindstone.
Mm.
That damn meat facility has got my time and attention and all of my money.
Yeah,
Literally
No.
all my money.
it does
Well,
that.
It's just
It-
it's going good though. I mean, like with anything, with any new business, you're inevitably going to have problems that you couldn't have predicted because you just don't know till you get into it.
Yeah.
And that thing has been a little bit more of a maintenance and cash burning and problem than I thought, but it's all like moving in the right direction. So I just got to try and make sure that we get moved in the right direction before the cash completely dwindles out. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah,
I feel like that's every new business though.
you know.
You're like racing to try and get to profitability so that way the cash don't burn out.
I feel like you either have a baby, or you like start a new business.
I have a
That
baby.
is Steven's
I have a
baby.
baby,
Yeah,
and
that
it
is,
is
yeah.
that meat company.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's either you have that
They're
business,
both really expensive. at
and
the
you
end of the
burn
day.
money into them, but
Honestly, at this point,
kinda-
I'm thinking a new baby would actually be cheaper than that damn meat facility.
Cole's about to find out.
You're about to find
Yeah.
out. We're all gonna
You
be
know.
sitting around talking about what's costing us the most money. Cole's gonna be like, "Yeah, this new kid just cost me so much money." I'm gonna be like, "This damn meat facility, just burning them. Like every bit of money I've ever made in my life goes into this meat facility, never to be seen again."
well, hopefully by the time she's around, I'm complaining about her, her cost. You're making money.
That's
So
right.
that'd be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
6 months from now.
Hopefully, we're
probably.
sitting in your new house for Super Bowl weekend, and I'm talking about how great the meat facility is doing.
That's pretty soon.
That's coming up.
Yeah.
We're close.
Can you not project that far out, like a couple months? Like
We're close. That's what I can tell you. Like, we're just like a couple tweaks away. Here's the problem. As soon as I solve one problem, it's like a new issue arises, or an issue that I already fixed becomes a problem again.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Same with my golf game. Like, I get my driver figured out, and my irons go to crap.
That's
But
exactly-
then I get my irons figured out.
So it's like, how do you
crap.
pay attention to everything all at once? Because the minute you fix one thing, something else goes backwards.
Yep.
That's the frustrating part that I'm trying to figure out.
You
and
mean
I feel,
like how Jesse can't kill his deer?
yeah.
Speaking of deer camp,
Speaking of deer camp, we
Yeah.
had a good one last week.
Oh, we did have a good one, actually. John was in last week.
John, our buddy Jon Langston was in. We had all of 2 hunts. He was supposed to be in all week long, and he's getting ready for a wedding here in a couple of weeks as well. So his fiance was calling him like, John, there is so much to do before this wedding. Thankfully, took us all of 2 hunts.
yep, he did leave 2 weeks before the wedding, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, going out of town
I
2
understand
weeks
where
for
she's
a
coming
wedding.
You saying going out of town 2
Yeah.
weeks before a wedding is a bad idea?
I
Not a
heard that
good
it's a bad
idea.
idea. I wouldn't know from experience,
I think
but
you do know.
or maybe I would know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't do it, guys.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Just book all your vacations or any trips well before the wedding takes place.
Yep.
Hell, I even took some fire for that.
Unless
I'm
if
just
you
a
like
third
fighting.
party.
And, yeah. Didn't do it. for
But John
sure.
did end up killing a good deer, 161-inch deer, on the second sit, and
First
then
morning.
yeah, first morning he was able to get back home to start prepping for his wedding.
Yep.
It was a good time. We didn't get to enjoy camp as long as we usually do, or with as many people, because they all got on deer pretty quick. But I guess that's a good problem to
Except
have.
for me.
Yeah.
Except for
Nope.
Jesse.
Except for me.
Jesse
I'm
can't.
still trying.
Oh, by the way,
Oh.
I'm about to tell Cole something that's going to piss him off. Did you notice Jesse stopped sharing his location with you on his iPhone?
Yes. Why?
Do you know why?
No.
It's because he said one morning, whenever you sent him over there to hunt the deer on your farm, he was tired, so he slept in his truck, and he didn't want you to know that he didn't make it to the stand.
He did know. That's
I
why I
did
had
know.
to turn it off because he
Because
called me out for it.
I
He's like, I
checked.
noticed that you never left like where you parked from. I'm
Well, I
like,
always see if he actually goes. I don't have a tag right now, so I can't go. But Jesse, I've been making sure he's been going. And I saw a check in the morning when I wake up, check my deer pics, and I'll see if he's out there. or
Why are
not.
you looking at his location?
Just want to see if he's
I
hunting
turned it
or not.
off, by the way.
Yeah,
can't
you
see
did.
it
I
anymore.
just told Casey that today at lunch. I'm like, Jesse, turn his location off.
Yeah, I don't want you knowing whether I'm hunting or not.
It's messed up,
I'm
man.
always working. Okay?
Well, and your truck was at the house today, so I was like, is he here? So I went to go try to check your location, and it was off.
You ruined the trust. You broke the
Yeah.
circle of trust.
Yep.
How? Just because I checked it just to see if he was hunting.
You're only supposed to use that in an emergency situation, and you
Yes.
took advantage of him. You took advantage of his
No.
openness and his transparency.
I flipped that off real quick. I said, nope, we ain't playing them games.
It's because he ain't been hunting hard.
I feel like I have been.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know if I could hunt much harder.
Yeah, you've been going pretty hard, really.
You have. All right. Next up. Whew. Thoughts on the election outcome?
Who put that on there?
I don't know why I threw that
Aiden,
one
was
on
this
there.
you?
Yeah.
I don't know why I threw this one on there. I will tell you this. We'll focus on Make America Healthy Again, because this is something I fully stand behind, and I don't care what side of the political spectrum you are on. I feel like this is something that's long overdue. RFK getting into a cabinet position or an oversight position of the FDA and USDA and changing up some of the regulations, hopefully cutting that staff in about half, because that's all that needs to be there, and really opening up a lot of things like the sale and distribution of raw milk, redoing the foods that are going through all of our school systems today, really reinventing or really just making it more accurate, our entire food pyramid.
Yeah.
Because the food pyramid was something that was completely bought and paid for by big corporate companies back in the 1930s, I believe. Need fact check on that, but it was sometime in the early 1900s. They bought and paid for studies that would then have the food pyramid obviously cater to whatever they sold. So
Makes sense.
I'm hoping he gets in there and just cleans house,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
If you're not excited for that, for just there to be a change, because
Just
if you can't look outside and see that there's a problem with chronic
It's
illnesses
an
and
epidemic. Look
obesity
at
and everything,
fertility rates. Look at obesity rates.
Yeah.
They're horrible.
if you don't think that there's a problem, then you just aren't opening your eyes, or you're just ignoring it because you are so one-minded that you.
I
won't
seen a
be
graph the
willing
other
to.
day. The United States makes more profit from pharmaceutical sales than every other country, and also has the lowest living rate for any first world country out there. Like the shortest time
Yeah.
lifespan.
That's crazy.
But we make the most profit from pharmaceutical sales. I'm
From
hoping he gets.
medicine?
Yeah.
Just from people being on meds a lot.
Yeah,
Like, just,
yeah, because we're always on meds. Like, our entire system is built around putting Band-Aids on already existing problems that stem from really man-created issues. Why don't we fix the root of the problem aka get people exercising again, aka get people eating right again. And I really hope that's what RFK Jr. does whenever he gets into the into office and into a oversight and authority position. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
And I also
am
hope
too.
he's able to break up some of the monopolies that we've had. We've talked about it and touched on it a few times in the beef industry, how 85% of the beef industry is controlled by 4 companies. I'm hoping there's something done to break up some of these corporate conglomerates, because in the food industry, it's not only beef, it's also in everything you see on grocery store shelves today. Essentially, almost all of the brands you see are owned by one corporate company. It is insane. And I'll have to pull up this graphic, but like 70 or 80 brands are all owned by one company.
Yeah.
And it's like that across every single industry. And so you have this illusion that you have choice when you really don't. You're buying from the same brand, even though they may have it packaged differently.
Yeah. And they're putting the same dyes and poison or whatever.
Yeah,
they're
the
putting
same
into,
crap in
it's
everything.
all the crap.
We talk about people that go overseas into Europe and they feel like all they did was eat while they're over there and they didn't gain any weight and they feel better. It's because all of those countries have much stricter food standards than the United States has.
Yeah.
It's pitiful.
It
And
is pitiful.
honestly, if there was one thing that made me pumped about this election, it would be RFK getting in there for the Make America Healthy Again. That's something I fully get behind.
At least make the public aware of
Yes.
what you're actually eating.
Yes.
You know,
Allow the
Hopefully more
sale
than
and
that,
distribution
but-
of raw milk. Are you going to start drinking raw milk?
get some hair on my chest, maybe. I could
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah. What about
You
you,
could
Cole?
use it. I just want to say one thing. Shout out to the Amish.
The Amish
They really came
in
through.
Pennsylvania
Yep.
pulled through.
So, and I
Yep.
think they need
They
that
probably
raw
aren't going to
milk.
listen to this podcast.
They're probably
I
not.
don't.
But I just thought I'd get
doubt
it
it.
out there.
But we do appreciate them
Yep.
coming out. You know what really what started that? Did you read about this?
It was
Yeah.
raw milk.
It was
gov-
raw milk.
government
The
overreach.
government
That's why I said
came
that.
in, raided
Yeah.
an Amish store that was selling raw milk, completely destroyed all their inventory because they were sidestepping the incredibly ignorant FDA and USDA regulations and selling to their local community. And the state sent people in there to raid and shut them down.
It's insane. Like
Government
let them,
overreach.
Just
Who
let
would've
them live their
guessed?
life. you know?
Government overreach.
Yeah, overreach.
Good Lord. I'm so happy about this, though.
I am too. I think it'll be good.
It'll be good.
We need change in this country, no matter what, for everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what that change is, but we need change for sure.
Yep.
Because I don't want the last 4 years again.
Do you know where your meat comes from? You will now with McBee Meat Company's Build Your Own Box. A retail value of $300 worth of melt-in-your-mouth steaks, insanely delicious griller products, high-protein meat snacks, and a free gift of your choice for only $159. These meats are born, raised, processed, and shipped directly from our family farm here in North Missouri. We're one of very few brands in the entire country who can honestly say that every single step in the meat supply chain is owned and controlled by us. We're doing it all, ensuring your meats are born and raised without the use of GMOs, steroids, antibiotics, vaccines, or whatever the hell else they're putting in meat these days. This type of respect and care for animals and the delicious meats that they provide us can only be found on a family farm. And that's why we're damn proud to bring you this Build Your Own Box, available now at the link below. Your purchase directly benefits our family farm and the rural community that we operate in. And so I want to take this time to personally thank you and tell you how much we appreciate any support that you may give if you decide to purchase your meat from us. We do not take it lightly. It means the world, not only to us and our animals, but also the community we live in. Now, let's get back to the podcast.
So, since we're on this health kick, can I talk about the Oreos that I saw in y'all's pantry room? the
Jesse
other night?
bought those.
Listen, I just watched Cole take down a whole row.
No, you
just
did
yesterday.
not.
Sleeve?
No,
He said,
took down a full
right after
sleeve.
you
No,
left. He said, Steven
that's
left.
not
I'm going to
true.
eat a whole. You're lying
Yes,
right now.
I ate the rest of the half the road that you ate. But yes, I ate some couple. Jesse
We're sitting
ate
here
some.
talking about being healthy, and y'all eat Oreos every night.
Dude, I'm literally.
Listen,
I
if-
shouldn't be
if
eating them. I'm gonna
Oreos is
stop.
what takes me out, then let it be. Let it be that way.
It's 120 calories for 2 cookies.
Calories don't count if you
They
you
always count.
wash it down in milk.
Well, as long as you're drinking raw milk with
Yep.
it.
Well, that'll be my
That'll
solution.
be
That's
that's like the
life is all about give and take. It's
yeah,
like
that's the
milk,
give and take.
you know
Like
what I
I'll
mean?
switch to raw milk, but I'm still eating Oreos.
Yep.
All right, I guess we'll try. it.
I really.
we'll start the conversion from there, I guess.
It's just been a long few months, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. You got a baby growing inside of you.
Oh, that's your excuse for eating all
Dude,
those Oreos?
no, it's really not. It's just Casey and I have eaten good the last few months.
You guys have enjoyed pregnancy.
So we're both about to be on a health kick here soon.
You just got to finish off the cheesecake and the rest of the Oreos.
that you and
There's
Allie
cheesecake,
made.
too.
I didn't eat it though.
Yes, you did. I seen you eat
I
it.
took one little bite of
That's
it just
such
to
a,
try
he's
it.
such a liar. He comes in here and
All
lies.
right. You're
I'm
going to
gonna
have
take
your
vi-
baby.
I'm taking videos. to
You're
send
going to
you.
have your baby before the new year.
Yep.
Let's start off with a New Year's resolution. Like, let's make that.
Oh, for sure. I gotta be able to. Dude. I can barely finish my clothes right now. I ain't buying new clothes. I'm building a house. I'm
I
having
got
a
all of
kid.
your clothes now. Your hunting clothes.
Yeah,
and
you are
everything.
wearing all my hunting
Yeah.
clothes. Make me
Pregnancy
mad.
weight got to you a little bit.
It did. So I am not. I ain't doing this another year. Everything's
Right.
been fit and tight. I'm going to.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to get y'all on carnivore diet, raw milk diet. It's going to be good.
Carnivore, raw
Carnivore.
milk, and
Yep.
Oreos.
No.
No.
You
Oreos.
might.
Bad influence.
You
Jesse.
might get Oreos once a week
Bad
if you
influence.
deserve them.
Fine.
What else is happening around the farm?
We need
Almost-
A lot. It's been
Almost knocking out
raining.
harvest.
We need to dry up.
Yeah, it's been raining for like
You
3
know what
weeks.
happens when the faucet turns on.
Around
turns
Missouri,
on.
we don't get consistent rainfall. It's either the faucet's all the way cranked on or the faucet's all the way cranked off. We're either in a drought or a flood. And for the past 3 weeks, it has done nothing but rain.
Sloppy,
Yeah.
muddy.
This time of year, it just doesn't dry out.
And it doesn't dry out because
That's the
there's not a
problem.
lot of sun. It's not hot. Not a lot of daytime.
The other day, I was down in the city and
Yep.
my truck was dirty as hell. And of course, everyone that I see is like, man, it's too bad you don't know a guy with a car wash. I'm like, you don't understand. The minute I get this thing washed, which I
Waste
did,
of money.
and I go right back up to the farm, I get drenched just driving down my driveway. Like,
I
my
think it
truck is
gets-
completely muddy
That-
all over again.
Once
Yeah.
you get that coat of mud, I think it just it reflects the other mud.
Like you
it's-
can take a
bad.
full on like power washer too, and like spray it as hard as you can. It won't come off. Like it's caked.
You know
It is
something
caked on
that
there.
actually pisses me off? It does not matter how many times you try to step out of the way and like be not.
You're gonna
You
get
you
stuff
can't
sprayed,
not
yeah.
get dirty.
If whenever you spray your wheel wells with an automatic power washer, you could stand around the edge and like reach in the wheel well with just your hand, and it still somehow sprays your face,
It does. Casey took a picture of you the other day. Wash your truck.
dude.
She said she's seen you.
Oh yes,
Why'd
dude.
you take a
Yeah.
picture of
I don't know. She sent me some pictures. It looks at the car wash.
I feel like
He
I'm
was-
being watched
I-
now.
geez.
yeah.
I was just trying to wash my truck a little
Wash
bit.
That makes a lot
truck.
more sense, actually. I know who's telling everything.
See, I have at least washed my truck. So if you see my truck's dirty, just know I have washed it. Not only at a self-serve car wash, but also taking it through our car wash. There ain't no car wash on earth that's going to keep that thing clean after you visit the farm.
No. It
This
reminds
time of
me
year.
of whenever late February, early March, everything's
Yes.
thawing out.
That's
It's
the
so
worst.
muddy. Yeah, I hate it.
Frozen in the morning and thaws out in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Ugh.
sucks.
We have gotten quite a bit of cover crops in, though.
Yeah,
They're looking good.
they
It's like
are.
a green carpet
With this
everywhere.
rain, they finally came in really good.
Yeah, so what we do is we plant our crops, and then we follow up by putting in a no-till cover crop, wheat, rye mix, sometimes brassicas, and then we'll actually feed our cattle on those cover crops throughout the winter. So they'll also eat some of the leftover corn cobs,
Put a lot of what was it called?
radishes.
Triticale too.
Oh, triticale.
yeah,
Yep.
triticale.
Yeah, put some triticale in the mix too. And with some warmer weather and some wet weather that we've had here recently, those things have taken off. I think some of our cover crops are, by the time we put cows on them, are going to be close to knee high. It's going to be a lot
Yeah,
of
they
forage.
should be.
good.
So
Should be
excited
really
for
good.
cows
that.
will be eating good, and it really helps. Obviously, it helps our cows because they're eating high quality forage, but it also helps next year's crops because whenever those cows are eating up that residue and then digesting it and crapping it out, it puts nutrients back into the soil. So you want to talk about a
Regenerative.
regenerative
Boy, where we,
process.
Anywhere we winter cows at, you could tell in the crops too.
We had a clay knob of a hillside that would not grow anything better than 25 bushel soybeans. And for 6 years, we have cover cropped and backgrounded cows on it on the winter.
Mhm.
What did we grow last year on the 143 and the Froman 160?
Dude, it was like upper 50s, low
Upper
60s.
Way
50s.
better than anything we've ever grown. Same with my farm too. Behind my
Yeah,
house.
behind your house.
It's dramatically changed.
I
a
think
little
this
bit.
year I don't know what that average was, 62.
Yeah.
something
yeah, it
like
was
that.
it was 62.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
the combine. I guess I didn't run the numbers right.
Yeah.
But it was low
plus or
60s.
minus
Yeah.
5. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's incredible what backgrounding those cows do and planting cover crops. I'm excited to see where we can take our farm. So this year's yields are very, very encouraging just from the standpoint of we've put so much time, energy, and effort. I say we. It's mostly been the guys in the field, Jesse Stretch. Who else has really helped you guys?
Jesse, Jay, Dustin, Kara,
And then,
Peter.
yeah, but who's
JW been doing
Brungard,
good.
Ag?
We got Brungard has really helped us a lot. Mark Wativa has helped us a ton.
Yeah. So a lot of third-party consultants
Yeah.
have really, really helped add yield to our operation.
They actually care about.
Yeah.
They actually care.
They
Yeah.
do care, and they do a lot. Brett with Brongard does a ton for us, and they really help us out a lot with our chemical side of everything. And just good to have all these connections that we have. I think that's how we really have grown and became a lot better is who we've been working with lately, and the people that have been.
Well, yeah, because
on our
we're
side.
shortcutting our time horizon to success. If you were trying to read all this from a book or learn it from your own experiences, your own failed experiences, you're 30 to 40 years deep of knowledge, sometimes even more than that. with some
And I
of these
think we've
guys.
talked about this before. Is you don't know. Like, there are so many different ways in ag, and there's so many different people that
And
sell
there's
different
so many
things.
people that try to sell
You don't know,
garbage to
like,
you.
whenever you're new coming into it or first generation, like, it's really hard to, like, figure out what to go with and try to figure out a plan and how to do things. And
Yeah. Everybody has the best sales plan or the best
Dude,
idea.
if I hear a
like, they're
fertilizer rep say equivalent to ever again, if you ever have a fertilizer rep that comes to you and says you can use less fertilizer of my product because it's equivalent to, run for the hills. Kick them out of your office and run for the hills. That'll be a story for another day, but I'm telling you right now, never, ever trust anyone that says their product is equivalent to a higher amount of fertilizer. It's not. Just put down the amount of fertilizer you need to put down. A little bit of a rant. That's a
Yeah,
rant for
there you
another
go.
time.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah.
couple months away from when we can really talk about that one.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
No,
All
it's
right.
going good, though. I think the farm harvest has been going really well. We
Yeah.
just need to finish it up. We need to dry out for another, week probably.
yeah,
Week, 10 days, get everything done. And then
going to Thanksgiving,
just get a plan for
hopefully
next year.
basically get things knocked out, and then Cole has a baby.
Yeah.
This is going to be a wild month.
If you're
That'd
having a
be
baby,
crazy.
who's going to feed the cows this winter?
Yeah, who's going to feed the cows this
Jake,
winter?
Jake's got a busy winter ahead of him.
Well, and you're finishing up the car washes.
Yeah, I'll
You're
be
back
up
on the
there.
farm.
Yep.
Jesse's back on the
Back
farm
on the
full time,
farm.
so he's going to be feeding
you
cows
better
all
be
winter
feeding
long.
too.
All right, guys, I think
Double
that's all
checking
we got
Jake's
for
work.
today. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
That's-
it.
All right. Well,
Quite a
thanks
bit.
for tuning in. New episodes of Meet the McBees drops every Tuesday on YouTube and every other audio podcast listening platform. Every week, we'll be bringing lines from the farm. We'll be telling you what's going on behind the scenes, what's going on with whatever it is we can talk about.
It's always something.
Always something. If you like it, tell a friend, share, leave us a review. We appreciate it, guys. See y'all next time.